Hey guys, it's Mark here. Nice to meet you. Just explaining my foldable here. So in my foldable it says history and our music. So that's just something I wanted to create with this foldable. Of course, I'm using the taco style with three sides. So right here on the far right, my right, and the far left for the students, we have examples right here. And right here we have Hamilton. We have popular music. We have patriotic music, and we have cultural music. Okay, so in here in the middle, we just have a bunch of examples. So starting with Hamilton, Hamilton is obviously something that has been very hot as of late because of their release on Disney Plus. So Hamilton is actually like the most historically relevant musical right now because it does actually reference like political figures such as Alexander Hamilton, of course, Aaron Burr, Lafayette, and John Adams. So the way that they introduce this content to students is in form of music, obviously, but in hip hop, because Lin-Manuel Miranda does reference that Alexander Hamilton does have a true hip hop story that we have seen before, and it actually references like past history, like that's more recent, so such as like the Biggie Smalls drama and Tupac. So they create factions, and then they obviously go against each other, and then that obviously caused tragedy. So that's something we've seen in Biggie versus Tupac, as well as Alexander Hamilton versus Aaron Burr. Okay, so something else that is here is popular music today. Today, obviously, with the elections and with these social injustices going on, people have turned to music and certain topics to express themselves. So, some like recent stuff that we've seen is like Kendrick Lamar. Like he's referenced a ton of Martin Luther King quotes, such as "I have a dream" within his music. Um, Kendrick Lamar is one of the top trending rappers right now, the hip hop world, and he's obviously African American, but he's made such an impact on the community, referencing Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. That's something that us as teachers don't really go into, like more modern stuff. We kind of really stay away from the more controversial topics, I would say. So that's something that's there. And more older example would be the Rolling Stones. Within their songs, they talk about the Vietnam War. So that's something that older people would understand, because during the height of their popularity, there was all these wars going on, especially the Vietnam War, and there was a lot of controversy. Talking to people about if we should have ever been there, I think if we borderline lost that war. So that's something that teachers today need to focus more on, is more controversial topics and something more modern that the students can relate to. Okay, patriotic music. Everybody knows that. Patriotic music would be right here, the third column. Everybody knows that our national anthem, that's something that obviously everybody knows. It's interpreted a variety of ways. There's people that sing it in different styles of music, such as jazz or like the traditional "Oh Say Can You See." Or I've been to football games where they actually play the national anthem with instruments, and people enjoy it just as much as the voices. So that's something that's relevant to us, the United States, but also like worldwide. I believe every country has their own national anthem, whether it be a certain style of instruments like drums in Cuba or drums in Brazil, or like wind instruments such as the United States, or even Japan or Korea. So that's something that we need to be aware of throughout I think we are aware of that. Everybody has their own important song that belongs to their country, which is their national anthem. And obviously we have songs that base their content of the song off of those national anthems, such as "I'm Proud to Be an American." In the United States, that's something that everybody knows and everybody sings when it comes on at the sporting events. So I believe that's something that's relevant to history within our country, because that song has been passed down from generation to generation. And going on to our last topic, it would be cultural music. So something that we see, well, that we don't see today, is that different countries have their own way of interpreting their own cultural music. In Cuba, we have drum circles and drum parades that focus on really like religious experiences or bringing people together. That's something that people are taught from a very young age, and it's not in school. It's seen as like a social project. Like everybody has to learn the drum patterns if they are from those countries, such as Brazil and Cuba. And also in the United States too, in New Orleans, we have people playing on the side of streets We have people playing outside of popular venues just to make a buck, obviously, but also to spread the type of music, such as the United States, with jazz. In New Orleans, we have a ton of jazz and swing there, and that's something that is very important to the region. Also, we see that in the Northeast. We see it in New York. We see it in Jersey. Just really, I've seen a pattern in the states close to the shore. There's a lot of instrumentalists and musicians just on the side promoting their culture. That's something that they've grown up with, and that's something that it obviously means a lot to them. Okay, so thank you for watching my video.